Okay, so good morning, guys. Welcome to the first high performance strength and mobility session. It's going to be quite a quick turnaround for exercises, and we're going to break the session down into 3 parts. So we're going to do roughly 10 minutes of mobility work, 10 minutes of activation work, and then finish with 10 minutes of strength work. Just because everyone's going to be using this for a different purpose. Some might be doing it for the activation side, some might be doing this as their strength session. For week 1 though, all you're going to need is a bench or a chair to do some tricep dips on later on. Other than that, you don't need any equipment, just so you can build into it nice and gradually so you're not too sore tomorrow. So what we're going to do with break it down to 10 minutes is we're going to do 8 exercises for each block, roughly 40 to 60 seconds on each one, and then a little rest in between. So for the mobility, all we're going to start with is just some gentle knee pulls. Okay, so just bring the knee up, just gently pull towards the chest, and then just march on the spot and switch sides. So with it being quite early, just take your time and build into these. Don't overstretch too soon. So like I said, it'll go quite quick through all 8 exercises. As the weeks progress, and we start to learn the exercises a little bit easier and a little bit quicker, we can then start to change the tempo or make the intensity a little bit harder. Okay, once you've done that one, grab the knee, grab the ankle, and just rotate through a little bit more. Last one. Okay, we're going to go into a hamstring walk. So feet pointing forward, hinge over as low as you can go carefully. Take a step forward, turn the feet out. Again, hinge over, see how low you go. 1 step forward, feet in, and then take yourself down. So just repeat that through. So feet forward, hinge over, toes pointed out, hinge, toes pointed in. Okay, you might feel one position is slightly more, slightly tighter than another, so feel free to stay in that position a little bit more. Just a couple more. Okay, we're going to take the arms nice and wide and the feet wide. And then from here, we're going to take the opposite hand down to the inside of the other foot. So make sure you've got a nice little knee bend on that side. So come back up in the middle and rotate down to the other side. So we get a nice stretch on the straight leg through the inside and towards the groin. Just a couple more. And then we're going to go 10 big arm circles going back. So making these as big as you can. And forwards. Okay, then have your hands out in front. Okay, and we're going to open out to one side. Keep the leading hand in front. So just think about opening up the chest and rebound back forwards. So you're reaching that point of stretch and then letting the hand swing back forwards. Okay, we're going to come down onto the floor into a high plank position. So feet a little bit wider than normal. From here, take the hips up, touch the shin, come back down. So just feel that stretch go down hamstring or knees. Start switching the core on. Okay, and then bring yourself fully down onto the mat as we're going to go. So you're going to go down to the mat onto your stomach. We're going to do scorpions next. So hands out nice and wide. Take the foot up, reach around. See if you can touch the floor again, be gentle. This is quite early. Okay, and then come back up into your high plank position. And we're going to do a low lunge. So we're going to bring one foot up to the outside of your hand. So just spend a bit of time here first. Think about keeping that back leg as straight as you can. Chest up. And then from here, just gently take the same leg that's in front. Take that side's elbow down. And rotate up. And take it back down. So you should feel this loosen off the hip flexors or the glutes. So you probably won't be able to touch the floor with the elbow just yet, being so early. Okay, last one. Take that leg back, switch sides. Exactly the same, just find you a nice comfortable position with a gentle stretch. And then take the elbow down, reach up. And last one. Okay, so the final mobility exercise is you're going to take your feet into a squat position. Hands down in front. Okay, you're going to squat down nice and deep. Reach up above your head and then start. Okay, so hands back down. So take it down nice and slowly. Reach up, then start. You're only going to do about 6 of these. Last one. 6. Okay, so grab a drink if you want one. We're going to move on to our activation round. So the first exercise we're going to do is we're going to be on your floor, on your back, doing a glute bridge. Okay, so again, we're going to keep the format exactly the same. So it's roughly 8 exercises or 8 efforts. 40 to 60 seconds in time, and we'll just rapidly move through pretty quick to get it all done. So the first one will be a glute bridge. So you're going to be lying back. Okay, you should be pretty close to touching your heels. From here, engage the core first, keep the heel down and the big toe touching the floor, and then just drive the hips up, squeeze the glutes as hard as you can at the top. and control back down. Okay, nice and simple to start. Off we go. So squeeze up, control back down. So the reason we keep the big toe down on the floor is because the big toe is connected with the glute. So when you're running, it's making sure you're engaging the big toe into the ground to engage the glute to keep everything nice and stable. Make sure you've got a big squeeze, make sure you're feeling it in your glutes. Okay, last one. Okay, you're going to come onto your side. You can either be on your elbow or down on the floor, it's up to you. Slight knee bend, because we're going to do an opening clam. Okay, so from here, everything stays stiff. It's just the top leg that we're opening. Okay, so you can start, just follow along. So keep the feet together, open out to the largest range you've got without fully opening up the hips. Okay, so keep it stiff. Just open up your feet right around the hip joint. Control back down. Okay, so just having your hand on your glute, just above your hip. Just making sure you can feel that muscle engaging. Two more. And switch sides. You can do the exact same for exercise 3, it's just on the opposite side. So once you're ready, hand on the hip, open up to your range without opening up the hips or rotating the body, lower back down. So you might find one side is tighter than the other. Big squeeze on the top, make sure you can feel it. Two left. Okay, and you're going to come down onto your front. So we've done these previously, the YTWs. So arms out in front in a Y shape, thumbs pointing up. From here, you're going to lift as high as you can. We're going to make a Y. We're going to go out, make a T. We're then going to come in, make a W. And then you can relax. Okay, so extend back out. So Y, T, W, and control forwards, and then down. And again, Y, T, W, extend forwards. So there should be switched on everything in the upper back. Y, T behind the shoulders, W, extend forward, one more round. T, W, and push forwards. Okay, next one, back on your back for a little progression of the glute bridge. So on this one, exactly the same position. We're going up into the glute bridge position and we're holding there. Keep the hips level. We're going to lift one leg. We're going to march on the spot, but really focus on keeping the hips as level as possible and not letting it slip or drop to the side. Drop back down. Come up. Okay, so when you're ready, you can start. So again, think about the core. Switch the core on, squeeze the glutes. So even when you're doing this, think about pulling the toes towards the shins. Think about your run mechanics, run form. Okay, good. And we're going to go onto your feet for the last exercise. I'm going to do on both sides. It's going to take a little bit longer. But what we're going to do, so we're practicing a little bit of balance. Standing on one foot. I would suggest going socks or barefoot for these. 1 foot. We're going to take the knee out, keep the hips forward. We're going to bring the knee back in, and then we're going to take the foot back, take the chest down into a single leg deadlift where you feel a slight stretch down the front leg. Bring the knee back up. Okay, so we're going to try and stay balanced on one side. So when you're ready, off we go. So we're going to do a minute. Out, in, take the leg down into a single leg deadlift, keep the hips level, come back up. Out, in. If you have to touch your foot down in between, that's fine. And come back up. So just stay nice and controlled, really think about it. Take the foot back. Come back through. Good. Out. In. Single leg deadlift. Come back up. Last one. And come back up. Okay, so just shake out that one leg. So we're going to go on to the other side. So exactly the same. Find your balance, foot on the floor, big toe engaged, foot like a tripod. So heel, big toe, little toes all on the floor. Take the knee up. Take it out. Take it in. Kick back. Keep the chest and the back nice and straight. Hips level. Feel that stretch down the front leg. Come back up. Out. In. And take it back. So you should feel it's really working the glute on that standing leg. Being able to stay controlled, stay stable throughout. Okay, 2 more rounds. And last one. So out, in, take it back. Good. Okay, grab a drink then. That's the activation round done. We're now going to be moving on to the final 8 exercises, so the final strength round. Try to show you about a drink. So it's going to be full body. There's a majority of legs. There is a bit of upper body in there. Just to help you. Everything's triathlon related. So we are starting with split squats. Okay, but your split squats, instead of, a lot of people will tell you just to go into a lunge position and take the knee down. We want to make sure you're in the right position to start with, so we will be starting from the floor. Okay, so your feet don't want to be in line like you're on a tightrope, have a little bit of a gap in between, roughly 90 degrees at the front knee, 90 degrees at the back knee. Okay, from here, core tight, arms nice and stiff, we are just going to push straight up. Okay, and then instead of just letting yourself drop back down to the floor, I really want you to focus on using that hamstring to pull yourself down to the floor. Okay, nice and slowly, rather than just rushing and letting like the rebound take you back up. Let's engage the muscles for the opposite movement. So it's going to be push up, draw yourself down, really feel the hamstring work to pull yourself down back to the floor. Okay, so we are going to do roughly 45 seconds again on each side. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, off we go. So get stiff, push up, draw yourself back down, feel the hamstring work. Push up. So if you've got a weight and you want to make this a little bit more difficult, that's fine. Grab the kettlebell, just hold it against the chest. If you haven't got to on this week 1. Draw the hamstring down. You can explode up with some good power, good speed. Control the way back down. That's it. Last one. Hold yourself, don't get lazy. Good. Okay, rest there. Switch legs. So exactly the same starting position, 90 degrees on the front knee, roughly 90 degrees on the back knee. Get stiff. 3, 2, 1. Drive up. Pull yourself back down using your hamstring. Drive up. Keep it controlled. Thinking about all these muscles we use for swimming, for biking, and running when we're doing this one. Control it down. Touch, straight back up. So we're more focused on technique through these first weeks than ranking on a load of weights. And last one, drive up. Keep in control, use that hamstring to bring you down. Good, and rest. Okay, we're going to move to 2 upper body exercises. So we're going to do press ups first. If you can, do them on the floor, on your feet, so just straight down, straight up. I would not suggest going onto your knees. If you can avoid it, use a chair, use a table, and raise the front. So do it this way and down. If that's still too difficult, use the wall. So lean against the wall from here, extend, and come back up. So you've got that general progression down from the wall or the chair to the floor. If you go straight in with your knees, you've literally got 50% body weight to 40% body weight, and there's no in-between levels. So using a different height at the front, we've got a steady progression down through the weight. Okay, so 45 seconds of press-ups. See how you feel, whether you're on the floor, raise your hands. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. So down, push up. Again, everything is nice and controlled on the way down. Drive up quite fast. Ten seconds. Last one. Good. Okay, next one we're doing, really swim specific, is our tricep dips. Okay, so this is where you're going to need your chair or your bench. Fingers pointing forward, so they're going to be roughly just outside your legs. Take the legs forward from here. Lower your elbows down to 90 degrees. Push straight back up through the arms. If it's too difficult, bend the legs, have your feet flat on the floor, and push up. Okay, 45 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So take it down, nice and controlled. Push up through the hands. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, the next one then, we're going to switch the calves on. So we're going to do a calf raised walk. So lift yourselves up onto the balls of the feet. Keep as tall as possible. Keep tall. Just small steps forward with straight legs. Okay, you're just going to walk forwards and backwards. So really engaging the calves, really making them work. 3, 2, 1. Up we go. So up. Keep stiff. Remember, big toe down. Keep the hips level. Keep everything as tall and as good posture as you can. Okay, so turn and take it back. That's it, 20 seconds left. Try not to tire, try not to come down, keep it there. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, the next one then, we're going to do a squat with a crab walk to the side again, just to work the outsides of the glutes. Start to build up that stability for when you take it out running. So we're going to come down into your squat position and we're going to stay low. We're going to walk out to the side. And then we're going to take it back. Okay, so those of you who've got mini bands, that's the way to progress this. We'll take a mini band around the top of the knees, or we'll use weights and make it a little bit heavier. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So take it down. Keep the chest up, back stays nice and straight. Keep stable on that one leg as you transition over. So try not to rush this bit and fall. Keep stable. Take your time through it. And back once more. And relax. Okay, we've got one exercise left to do on each side, and it's a progression on the single leg balance that we did in the activation. So from here, out, in, single leg deadlift, bring the knee back up, control yourself down, 3, 2, 1, into a reverse lunge, drive back up into your knee lift. Okay, so we're adding that reverse lunge in. Take your time, we're going to do a minute on each leg in 3, 2, 1. So big toe down, out, in. Take the leg back into your single leg deadlift, keep the hips level, come back up. Think about your run mechanics. 3, 2, 1, down, drive up. Toes up, take it out, in, take it back, lift up, arms like you're running. 3, 2, 1, down, explode up. Out, in, back, up, take it down, nice and controlled. 2, 1, explode up. 1 round to go. Out, in, kick back, bring it up. Okay, control yourself down, touch, back up. Stabilize and relax. Okay, last one then. Other leg, exactly the same. So in 3, 2, 1. Out, in. Take the leg back. Knee up, run mechanics. Change over, touch, drive up. Take the knee out, in, back, up, control yourself down, touch, explode up. 2 rounds done, 2 to go. In, take it back, and up, control yourself down, and up. Okay, last one. So don't worry if you haven't got it as smooth or you can't do it all without touching, that's fine. Something to work on, something to build towards. Last one, knee up, take it down. 3, 2, 1. Drive up, stabilize, don't get lazy, and relax. Good. Okay, so just shake the legs out, shake the arms out a little bit. If you feel like you need to stretch off, that's fine. Just do the general sort of quad stretch. hamstring stretch at the end. But that is your session done. Mobility, activation, and a little bit of strength at the end. So great work, guys. Have a great day. Or if you're doing this later on, enjoy, and we'll speak to you soon.
Thanks very much, Tom.
Cheers, guys.